Hello, Voices from the Bench community. John Wilson here, and I wanted to share some news about the evolution of the Programill lineup. Most importantly, Ivoclar's new Programill 7. What stands out right away is the reduced air consumption this mill requires, but what you'll notice first is that impressive new touchscreen. For us, the biggest advantage has been increased spindle power. You know, my laboratory's known for these larger cases with complex geometries, and I can tell you that extra power really makes a difference. Next time you see your Ivoclar representative, be sure to ask about the Programill 7 and tell them John Wilson sent you. Thank you.
All right, Barb, we've officially made it to Mallorca for exocad Insights.
Yes, I know. Somehow, we're going to power through it, Elvis.
I know, it's tough. But as promised, I finally tracked him down.
Felix,
how are you?
I'm great. Hey, guys, I'm really happy to finally connect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you're here as an exocad dealer. What is your take on the meeting so far?
Honestly, it's been great. Great turnout, a lot of familiar faces. Always nice to see what exocad is working on.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
We're very excited to bring this new features to our customers.
Is there something that stood out to you?
Well, one for sure is the exocad hub. It's a new cloud-based service, and also really excited to see that the AI services are now on the DentalDB.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We're still digging into the details, but as you can tell, there's a lot of things that are still need to be worked on. We'll definitely use it in our milling center when it's ready.
Nice. That's really great. It sounds like a common rollout strategy for Imagine. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. Any of these new products that come out, especially from exocad, we like to use them in our own production facility before we release them. Then for our support team, it's much easier to support our customers. And for ourselves to use those features as well, it's very beneficial to them.
You know, that totally makes sense. So for you, what's the real value of being here? Other than the beach being across the street.
Other than being in Mallorca, of course.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's great to see everyone in person, especially our partners.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really usually get to have conversations with them, so it's good to see them without, you know, the email or video calls.
Oh, for sure.
So Elvis and I totally agree. We do love face-to-face. Love these meetings.
Yeah, for sure. It's good to take a step back for a minute, see what's going on, and not just do the day-to-day stuff that you do at work.
Yeah, you know, plus it's not too bad of a place to do it in.
Yeah, not bad at all.
All right, let's get back to it.
All right, man, it's good to see you, Felix. I'm really looking forward to getting you on our full episode interview here.
1
in the next
hour,
coming
1
weeks.
hour.
Yep. Appreciate it, guys. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Thank you. Enjoy Mallorca.
Welcome to Voices from the Bench, a dental laboratory podcast. Send us an email at info@voicesfromthebench.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Greetings and welcome to episode 426 of Voices from the Bench. My name is Elvis.
My name's Barbara. Still
What's happening? Still, Barbara, how are you?
not bad. What's up?
Well, just excited for this nice holiday weekend we have.
Yes.
Extra day of not working for some people, because for those that aren't in the States, this actually is launching on Memorial Day, where, you know, most labs are closed. I'm sure night's closed, right?
Oh, yeah. We're closed.
Yeah? Are you still going into work?
No.
Oh, good for you.
I considered it, and then I said no.
I know of many a holidays where you went into work.
Yep, exactly.
But in case you do go into work on this holiday, but you still need a break, in 2 weeks, you can join Barb and I at the FDLA Southern States Symposium and Expo in Orlando, Florida. It's happening June 5th to the 6th. We're going to be set up at the great booth of the GPS Digital RPD, and we hope to be recording all of you great, amazing attendees, the vendors, and hopefully some of those great speakers they have lined up.
And you know we will, because we're grabbing you.
Don't look Barb in the eye. That's my favorite saying.
That's right. You will be in our chair.
So head over to fdla.net to see the program and to register. So this week, we actually wrap up the conversations we had at another regional show, the Dental Laboratory Association of Texas Conference, or DLAT.
That's right.
You know, re-listening to these conversations is just a reminder of how good of a job that board does of putting together a really nice show with a good vibe and great content.
No doubt. I completely agree.
Yeah, so again, thank you to the board for having us
Yep.
at your show. But you know, something that doesn't get mentioned enough is at that same time, the Orthodontic Resource Group, or the ORG, also has their conference in the exact same hotel.
Awesome.
So this week, we actually get to talk to a past guest, Tiffany Prater from Destination Orthodontic Lab, and Sydney Ribera, who is just getting started in the field. They talk about the industry, what the ORG is up to these days, winters in Texas, and how creative they get with their acrylics.
And then we get to catch up with our very own Marlin Gohn from Argon. Marlin's been on a few times, and it's always great to get an update from one of the only companies that still works with labs and not directly with the dentist. He talks about their new zirconia, what it's like traveling, presenting in all kinds of countries where English is not their first language, and how much nesting can affect a crown shade, which I found was pretty awesome and brought that back to Night Dental.
Pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
So join us as we chat with Tiffany Prater, Sydney Ribera, and Marlin Gohn. Voices from the Bench. The interview.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
There
I
you
see now.
go.
I didn't want to break it.
No, you won't break it. So this is exciting. We're at the DLAT meeting 2026.
Yeah.
And past podcast guest stops by. When were you on?
How
That
long
was
ago?
February of 2020.
Wow.
Right
you
before
did a while
COVID.
ago.
We were in
5
Chicago.
years.
We,
Damn.
it was Chicago?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's crazy long. 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah. Tiffany Prater?
Prater.
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 Close.
I still say it wrong too. So
Yeah.
But you brought along with you.
Sydney, I'm Sydney.
Sydney Ribera?
Yes.
Ribera.
Yes, with a B.
With a B. And you are interested in getting into ortho.
Yeah.
So tell us, why?
Why? So I originally went into school for hygiene, and I mean, I saw that she was posting stuff about her lab, and my parents were like, hey, why don't you go try that out? And that's where I've been ever since. So
Okay, there's a bigger story here.
Yeah.
Yes.
You babysat.
I babysat Sydney. I've known her since she was 2.
Wow.
You're
I'm 21. I'll
Yeah.
be 22 this
22.
year. So
Yeah.
How does that work? Because you're only 24.
Right? I know. I don't know. That's so weird. No, I worked at the daycare that she went to.
Oh.
So me and my best friend, her name is Piper, we worked at the daycare together. Piper had worked there longer, so she had gotten to know Sydney and her parents. And Sydney's mom was pregnant with the second one. Her name is Reese. That's her sister. And so Piper was in Sydney's class, and then when Reese was born, I was Reese's teacher. I was in like the baby little newborn class. And so we would just babysat all the time. Like Piper and I kind of rotated on weekends, and
they kept coming back.
yep.
Were you doing any ortho at this time?
Oh no.
No.
I was 19,
Okay.
so
So
I hadn't
were you
even-
just assisting, like
I wasn't
going
even
to
doing
school?
that. I was still figuring out what I wanted to be when I grew up.
Right.
I wanted to be a dolphin trainer, but I knew that wasn't realistic. So
That's funny.
Don't give up hope. I
I'm
mean, you
not.
can
Maybe
still
that's
do
my
this.
retirement
Yeah,
plan.
I was gonna
but
say, you can
We'll
still
see.
figure out what you want to
But
do.
here we are
20 years later. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Tiffany, how's your lab doing?
It's good.
Destination?
Destination Orthodontic
I
Lab.
knew that, yeah.
Yeah, it's been, steady. Everything's
moved.
changing. I moved, so I bought
How do you know that?
Facebook.
Instagram.
Okay,
Facebook.
I was going to say.
Stalking.
Yeah.
Her
It's,
trash day is Wednesday. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
It actually is.
Oh, my God.
No, I bought a unit in a building 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's like a
Congratulations.
condo situation. There's 6 units in a building. Purchased it, did a build out, all the things. At the time, I had employees. I had corporate account, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Made sense. I don't have employees anymore. I don't have the corporate account. I just have private practices, which
Good
is
for you.
preferred.
Yeah,
So why did you
for
downsize
sure.
all that?
It just kind of happened. Like the people that I had, like one left for hygiene school, one left to go
Okay.
to college, like those kinds of
You
things.
didn't make a decision. It just kind
It
of.
just kind of worked out, and at the time, like things was starting to go more digital, so I didn't really need people, and I just kind of made a decision. I don't want to have to hire again. I hate
Good for
training.
you.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
And I genuinely enjoy bending wires and doing the acrylic. Like I don't want to babysit people doing it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I have just kind of made a decision. So I got the build out done. Everything's done at the lab. And I actually just listed it for sale a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So what do you?
So
what are you
did-
going to do it now?
So once it sells, I will use the money to buy land, build my forever house, and build a little she shed for the lab.
There
Damn,
you
good for
go.
I don't need anything
You.
big. I don't need anything crazy. I don't want to see neighbors.
Yes, yeah.
Get out and just have peace and serenity.
Good
And
for you.
So
My
you're
kid-
obviously not going to teach Sydney because you hate.
Well, I was
teaching.
going to ask.
No.
Well, she's
so
been
Sydney,
coming to
did
the
you go
lab.
the
I was gonna say I come and go as she
Yeah.
like when she has time.
Yeah.
So
So you just got into it, huh? Just love to
yeah,
watch it
yes,
and the art of it?
Yes, I kind of got into it a little bit with dental assisting as well because I was dental assisting in an ortho lab too, or not an ortho lab, an orthodontic
Okay,
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I also had braces. I had some ortho done on my teeth, and I had some
It's her
dentists.
beautiful smile.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. So I had a dentist that was kind of interested in sending stuff too, so that was kind of cool to have some support there a little bit. But yeah,
So have you
So-
worked in an ortho lab yet?
oh, just
She's
hers.
been at mine.
Okay.
So she comes in when I'm there and have the ability to
Like
let
use her equipment and
to practice and
So you already have your hands in it. You know
a little
you
bit,
like
yeah,
it.
just a little bit.
And then, so now you're here looking for equipment, you said?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
A laser welder. I want to get a laser welder. And I kind of like the wire bending machines over there. Those are really cool.
Those
but
are cool.
Yeah.
we'll see. I might wait on those ones, but
So
I
are
still
you
am
thinking
interested.
you're going to open your own place?
Yes, I really do want to. I don't want to like open some big ortho lab though. I want to keep it low key, like through
Yeah.
private. I like the idea of doing it through private practices and stuff like that. Nothing too big yet, but I just want to be able to work from my own space and work for myself too. So
I just heard of an ortho lab for sale.
Yeah.
the building,
yes,
not the accounts or anything. So
yeah.
So
yeah.
you're selling the building, keeping the clients?
Yeah.
Smart.
I just don't need the space. That whole building is about 4,000 square foot in total.
That's big.
and I just
And you're the only one.
I'm the
Yeah,
only one.
that's
I
big.
barely use a fourth of the building,
Mhm.
and so I just like I think it was one of those things. Like I did it. I proved to myself I could do it, and now I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So ready just to get out and do something. My son will graduate in 3 years, and
That's insane.
then but then I really have the freedom to like go wherever and do whatever. So
It'll be nice to have the land to yourself, like
Oh,
know.
yeah.
The area to yourself.
Yeah.
That's one thing I take for granted is like moving from Nebraska, the ruralness. Like I kind of want to move back to a small town. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So how did you end up in Texas?
So I'm actually from here.
Okay.
Yeah, she babysat me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But my parents are from Nebraska, so they moved to Texas when they were like out of college. Just like we don't even have any family or anything down here. Just
Yeah.
it's just
Why
random.
not?
Yeah, and so they moved down here. I think they've lived in Amarillo, a little bit all over Texas.
Yeah.
But I was born, and then when I was like 10, I moved back to Nebraska, and then came back for her. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
that's
learn from her.
awesome.
Yeah, little full circle moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
So if you're not learning like over the shoulder, how do you become an ortho tech? Like what is available for you guys? We don't talk to a lot of orthos.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious.
There is quite a few videos on YouTube. Cade,
Oh, yeah.
Tippett
Yes.
does a lot.
Yeah.
Steve Zara does
Yeah.
a lot. There really isn't formal training anymore. The only thing I think that might still exist is if you go through the Air Force, they have a lab training program, and
Yeah.
that might even not. I don't know. But a lot of it's just been like, she'll come into the lab, I'll show her stuff, and then she's got pliers at home. She's also got an adorable little baby, and so
I do.
that way, it's easier at home to practice
Yeah.
instead of being in the lab where nothing's baby-proof and
Yes,
there's no toys
yeah.
or whatever. So she'll come, learn some stuff, and then take that home, practice. And so Then she'll come in when I can get her in there.
Yeah, right.
My life has been insane this year.
And then you go over it with her and tweak it? And
Yeah, just kind of show her, like, this is what I would change, this is what I would do. And so the last time she was in, she was pouring acrylic, just getting the feel for that. And
Really, I feel like really the only thing you can do is your own research if you're not learning from someone else.
yeah, well, it's you have to do it yourself. Like,
Exactly.
You can't watch people. Like, that is one thing. You have to be hands-on. And
I can watch people bend wire all day. I don't think I can do it.
yeah.
Right.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
And the truth is now where the lab is at, so much is digital that most of it's metal printed stuff. And
Yeah.
Crazy.
Really?
Like
Yes.
ortho is the
Ortho?
most digital dentist out there because they got into Invisalign and all that. They got
Right.
all that equipment. Do you
Yeah.
still even get impressions?
Oh, very rarely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very rarely. 95% of the work that comes in is digital.
And you print models?
Print them.
Can you do everything on those models? I know a lot of people were talking about you couldn't laser weld on a printed model or something.
You can laser weld. You can't solder.
Solder. maybe that's
So
what I'm looking at.
I have a
Okay.
laser welder.
Makes
That's why you
sense.
pretty much have to have a laser welder at this point, unless you want to duplicate models, and that's a pain.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I laser weld on the model, and then I will take it off and sometimes lay a little bit of solder over it just to smooth it out, and
Cool.
it just makes me feel better too.
Yeah.
Some people don't. They say it's unnecessary. I still have a mental block with
Yeah.
it. We're not
Yeah.
ready to just trust that,
It's the
but
Tiffany touch.
yeah.
So do they have just like little small desktop laser welders now? Is that
They
what you-
do, yeah. But they also have some big ones too.
Yeah.
What's
but-
the difference? Like,
I feel like
besides price,
the
of course.
features,
Yeah.
that
Power.
Yeah.
Power is definitely one. But yeah, kind of, it depends on what you're also laser welding. Like, some of those smaller ones are for, like, the permanent jewelry.
I was
You know,
just gonna
the
say
very,
the
like,
jewelry.
dainty little stuff. The one I have is not the biggest, but it's bigger. And I bought it because it's got a screen. You don't have to look into
that's cool.
the little binoculars because I can never look. It doesn't work for me.
Kind of like a microscope. I think.
Yeah.
Microscopes.
Right.
Oh.
So I have one with a screen, so I can just watch the screen as I'm laser welding.
Oh, that's cool.
it's fancy.
Yeah.
So am I remembering a story right where Texas had the freeze and you had to live at the lab?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because that's going to be a story. I'm teaching a class today, and
Oh, you
I have
are?
a picture.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I have a picture just to kind of make a funny joke about it, and it's a picture of the lab in an air
my
mattress, and my
God.
son is on the air mattress. But yeah, in 2021, February, it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
All of Texas literally froze, like the entire state. And we did not have power at my house for, it was almost 48 hours. And
What was the temperature?
It had to have been.
so
cold as hell.
it all started on Valentine's Day. It was a Sunday. It was just snow flurries, whatever,
Yeah.
nothing major. That Monday morning, the wind chill was negative something.
That's insane.
I don't do negative nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I live in Texas.
That's why
for a
you live
reason.
in
Yes.
Texas.
And
And your lab's named after Florida.
exactly. I love the beach. And so we woke up that morning, and it was kind of deceiving because the sun was out. It looked beautiful, but you stepped outside, and that wind, and my poor son, he's like, I want to go play. And I'm like, you can go out for like 5 minutes at a time, and then you got
Yeah.
to come back in. Well, then the power went out right before lunch. And we knew that there was the possibility. They had talked about these rolling blackouts. And so it went off, and it didn't come back on. And I'm like, okay, so I could open the garage, manually.
Yeah.
So we got in the truck just to keep the heat going
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it got
I was
cold
going to
fast.
ask, how the hell do you
It
stay
got
warm?
cold
Oh.
fast. So we were able to. That's something I will never not have a 4-wheel drive vehicle
Right.
ever.
Were the roads
And it's-
bad?
Yes. So they got icy, and my
Would you
son's
have
hungry.
a quarter-inch of snow or something?
It wasn't a lot, but it doesn't take
Florida.
much to.
Yeah.
When there's ice, it doesn't matter.
It's ice. So we managed to find a Taco Bell that was open. So we went and got some food, got back to the house, and at this point, all of my family didn't have power. So my brother, any of the houses we would have gone to get away,
Yeah.
didn't have power either. So we just were at home trying to stay warm. I told Jackson, I was like, we might just be sleeping in the truck tonight, Well, my neighbor across the street got home from work. He was in the oil field. He was gone for 2 weeks, comes home, and he's like, my power's out. How long has this been going on? I'm like, all day. Well, he had a fireplace in his living room. So all of the immediate neighbors went to his house. We put up blankets to, keep the heat in the living room.
Smart.
We all slept like on the floor, the couch, wherever.
Fireplace is not big in Texas.
Not really.
Okay.
Not every house has them. And so I fell asleep in like snow bib, beanie, like I was so cold. We woke up the next morning, the fire had gone out. I was miserable. I was like, how long are we going to have to do this? It sounds very dramatic.
Yeah,
But when
no.
you're not used to that kind of stuff,
God, yeah.
like I was kind of freaking out. And so I just so happened to get on my phone to check the cameras to see if the cameras had ever come on at my house, like if we had ever had any power come back on.
Yep.
Well, when I did that, the cameras at the lab were working, which means it had power. And I was like, oh.
See ya.
So I went home and I packed an air mattress, some clothes, some food that we could heat up because I had a microwave there.
Yeah.
I have a hot plate for the pressure pot. And so took stuff over there, blankets, whatever, and we drove over there. And we only made it because of the four-wheel drive truck. Like, that it was
And
kind
how
of
long
a sketchy.
did you live in the
Damn.
lab?
We stayed there for 2 days.
Wow.
Because the power came back on, but then it took a while for the house to heat up.
Sure.
And so
And
we
you
just
had
stayed
everything
there.
you needed,
We had
too.
Wi-Fi. I got to catch up on work. Like,
That's awesome.
so my son watched all the Avenger movies. Like, he just played them.
It was just like, let's just hang.
So we made.
How did you remember that?
I don't know. Just things you see. I mean, like, it's funny to people in, like, Indiana
Yeah.
because these other states, they get a quarter of a
Like
millimeter
us.
of snow and it
Oh, yeah.
shuts it down, and we're like 3
Yeah.
feet, and I'm still going to work.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's how we
Yeah.
are in Nebraska
Yeah.
and Colorado. So
Yep.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, we're just not built for that. Our houses are not built for it.
The roads
and,
aren't.
Nope.
Yeah, we
No, you don't have the infrastructure
No.
to carry.
Yeah,
You know,
so
we have mountains of salt just ready to go.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
don't.
So did you
The roads
invite
are cleared.
family to stay
I
with
did.
you?
I told people, hey, the lab has power. If you want to come, like, we'll figure it out.
Let's do it.
But nobody
Nobody
wanted to
showed
come.
up.
Well, nobody wanted to leave the house. My parents didn't want
Yeah.
to leave because they were afraid of pipes bursting, and that was the next problem. Like, once things started to thaw out, a lot of homes had a lot of water
Yeah.
problems. I thankfully didn't. My pipes did freeze, but I had the newer, that flexible stuff,
Sure,
whatever it's
yeah,
called,
yeah.
and so mine didn't bust. But
Thank
there was some
God.
houses that did. There was a lot, and then that was the year of like ice, snow, all the things. And then in April, we had softball-sized hail hit my house, and so I had to replace my roof.
Wow.
Jesus, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is interesting.
How was the
One-
lab? The lab survived the hail damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in that metal building at the time, and so it didn't. In fact, I don't even think the hail hit there. It's not that much farther from my house, but where the softball-sized hail hit literally was just like in my neighborhood, and
Right
it
above
lasted.
your house.
Yeah,
just,
for a little
just
bit.
your house. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So, Sydney, are you going to her lecture?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I am.
What time's it at?
2. It's after
Oh, that's
lunch.
fun.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The title is "Does Your Lab Have an Expiration Date?"
Interesting.
I like that.
fits very well with your life right now.
It does.
That's
There's a
pretty
reason why
sweet.
this is
Yeah.
a topic, and our ORG board. We have our Zoom calls once a month, and over the summer we were talking about class topics, and it was something I had been thinking about, and so I just
Yeah.
threw it out, and honestly hoping someone more qualified would talk about it, and nobody did, and
You got
so
elected, eh?
yeah, Phil one day.
Voluntold.
Yeah,
Well, Phil was
voluntold.
like, hey, would you want to talk about this? And I'm like, oh, I can. That's fine. And so I agreed to it. But I also agreed to it thinking we would be in our normal rooms that we have. There's these 2 rooms that we
Yeah.
usually are in towards the front. Thinking I would be in the smaller of the 2 rooms where maybe like 20 people can come. Well, the class is happening in a big room over here where there's like 90 seats.
Dang.
And it's like lecture style.
It's gonna fill
and
up.
I'm a
Are you
little
up
nervous.
Up on a stage and everything?
Not like a stage, but
Yeah.
like there's a podium. I'll be down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And public speaking is not my thing, but
Yeah,
I
you'll
mean,
do great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how
Well,
it
it
goes.
must be if they got you in that room in that bad boy.
Well, I think it was just by default.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional. So, but I keep telling myself I did have to do. My grandmother passed away in January, and so I did her eulogy, and so that was public speaking.
Yeah.
So this has to be
That's
easier
so
than
true.
that, right?
Yes.
If
Yes.
you break down crying during this, we
Yeah.
have another
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Talk
So-
about the ORG. How is it? Is it? I mean,
good.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is actually we broke a record this year with our attendees.
Nice.
Oh.
We had
What is it?
That's the orthodontic. What's the stand
Orthodontic
for?
Resource Group.
Yeah.
So-
and they're here too, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So we
yeah,
partner
that's
with the
what I thought.
DLAT because we're just not big enough to do our own thing yet. But it's beneficial for both. You know,
Yeah.
it helps both.
Because it
groups.
started with Chris, right? And
Yes.
He did
So it
something.
started as the AOLP. That's when I
what
saw y'all in
Yep.
Chicago.
Yep.
We had a booth in Chicago, just kind of spreading the word about it. And then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
changed. And Chris kind of essentially just decided it wasn't what he wanted to do anymore. So Lance took over as president. And then after he was president, I was president for 2 years. And now Brandon is president from Cottonwood. And then I think Catherine's up next. She's the
Awesome.
vice president right
Yeah.
now.
great.
But
And eventually Sydney.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
we always need volunteers.
I see
'cause-
that
right?
happening.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but it's been good. We had a great turnout this year. We had 75 attendees, and then in
Wow.
total with speakers and vendors, we're at like 125,
Wow.
126.
That's pretty
so
big.
that's the most we've ever done, and it's going good.
Just
Our
keep growing.
ortho alley back there is
Yep.
sold out. We
Yeah.
sold out all the booths, and so it's
What
been-
else does the group do other than this meeting?
I mean,
You do other events or
not yet. It's something we want to do.
Yeah.
It's just in order to do it, you have to have more people and
Sure.
money. Unfortunately, you know,
Yeah.
everything costs money, and so we've kind of been working on building up our memberships and just our sponsors and vendors. And then we've talked about eventually we would love to be able to do our own conference and do it in other places, not always just do it in Texas.
Sure.
And so that's the goal. I don't know how long it'll take to get there, but
That'll be pretty cool.
I think
Yeah.
so.
so, but yeah, as a whole, that's kind of the main thing. We've talked about some other stuff just to, have more value to being a member to the ORG, but it just takes work and time.
No, of
and
course. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Is it just for Texas or is it country?
it's
Yeah.
all over. We've got, there's people here from all over the United States. We actually have a guy here from Ireland this year.
Wow.
Last year we had a guy from Australia.
Just for this?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I guess.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, this
So-
is one of the only ones.
well, this is
the only one
orthodontic conference. Like you go to these other
In the world?
in the United. Oh, is it in the? I was
Yeah,
thinking in the United
in the
States.
whole world. Um,
Wow.
these other dental, like Chicago, it's for
Yeah.
anybody, but there's not really ortho-specific
yeah.
classes. So we are the only conference that offers
That's pretty
ortho-specific
fantastic.
stuff.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
it was the world.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the world. To our knowledge, I don't know of any other
Yeah.
groups that have done anything like this.
Sure.
So
Well, it's something to be proud of. I mean,
Right,
say.
for sure.
it's
Yeah.
been really cool to watch and be a part of it. And so
I would definitely do it if I was you, Sydney.
I know. Yeah.
It's so
Yes.
rewarding giving back to
Right.
the passion and the profession. And I don't know, Elvis and I, we do a lot of political things, and it's just really rewarding.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be my recommendation. Go for it.
Yes.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do in ortho?
Yeah.
I would just say the Holly retainers because,
Really?
and well, pouring
Yeah.
acrylic specifically because of the designs, and I think it's really fun to show your creativity through that
Yeah.
aspect of it. But yeah,
When you say that, what do you mean? Like, do you have to draw it out or visualize
you can,
it?
yeah.
Or
Well, I guess you would have to visualize it because it's not like you can really.
So a lot of the big things people pick are like tiger stripes or rainbow or tie-dye. And so you just kind of learn how to do that. And if you, Priscilla that owns JBC,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
has her own acrylics and they are the best of the best. And she's at her booth, just sits there and shows you how to do pretty much all the designs in one step. And so a lot of people, back in the day, like if you wanted polka dots, they would do the base color and take it off, drill out a hole, and then
Oh,
put it back on the
wow.
model and fill those with that. Well, anytime you do that, the fit's going to not be exact. Like stuff
gonna
gets up under it,
change,
whatever.
There's just so much room for error.
Yeah. And then you've got problems with bubbles in those little areas. And so if you use her acrylics, you can do it all in one step. And it's a game changer.
It's
we got to talk
it's
to
pretty
her.
cool.
Does anybody ever just want clear?
They do, and I get so bored.
Do you
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
bet.
if they pick standard pink or clear, I'm like, come on, let's live a little. Like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna see this. It's in the palate of your mouth. So,
Yeah.
Do something funky.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to do a lot of
creative.
Dallas Cowboy designs, and we
Yeah, I
get an
can see
American
that.
flag every
Yeah.
now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy when people pick designs. But a lot of lab owners hate it because it takes more time. But I charge for that.
I was
So-
going to say it's almost like a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
upcharge.
So yeah, if you're not charging extra for it, I would hate it too. But
Yeah,
if you're
smart.
charging for it, then
Yep.
it's just more money and it's fun. So
How
Yeah.
do you advertise that? Do you just be like, I'll do whatever you want? Or do
Well-
you have like a chart of I can do this?
There's a
and this
color
and that?
chart. So I use EasyRx for all of my
Yep.
digital stuff. And on there, they've uploaded JBC's color chart. And Priscilla has every color under the sun. And there's glow in the dark, like clear
Wow,
colors, you know,
fun.
glitter, all the things. And so that gets uploaded into the EasyRx account so doctors can pick that. And then I have a physical one that I ship to the offices to show patients. And I tell them, I'm like, if they want to design, if they can come up with it, I can probably do it.
Yeah.
They just, you got to be descriptive
Yeah.
and tell me what you need. And
But at some point,
Yeah.
you got to be like, I can't do your dog or something.
Well,
I mean, or
you
maybe
kind of
you
got
can,
that's
I
the
don't
creative
know.
part.
I mean, if you wanted to try, it would take a lot of time. And there are some people, like, especially in other countries, I see some of their videos, and it's incredible the
Yeah.
stuff that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not so much specific, like, don't send me a picture of your dog and expect
know,
me to
I
draw
wouldn't
that.
be
Because I
able to
can't
do
do
that
that
either.
anyway on paper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So that kind of stuff. But it's more like, I don't know, you can do logos. Like, you can print off little stickers and put them in there. Or
I sent her one like a while ago
Yeah.
it was like a fish in the ocean. I thought it was pretty cool.
yeah. I've
Yeah.
done, there was a girl that she used to
I'll
work
pull
for
it
me,
up.
and she got retainers, and her sister had passed away, and her sister's favorite flower was a sunflower. And so she was like, is there any way you can do a sunflower? And I'm like, yeah, let me just kind of figure out some stuff. And so I started doing some research, and just from knowing Priscilla and some of the stuff she's talked about, she actually uses nail polish to do like very fine lines. Like there's a spider web, and good nail polish is already FDA approved because you think about it, it's going on your fingers,
Yeah.
it's going in your mouth.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
So it's safe to go,
Yep.
And so I found these nail polish like markers and drew a sunflower in this retainer, and then you just put a layer of clear
Yeah, you, like,
acrylic on
seal
top
it.
to seal it, and that was
Interesting.
that. So
That's
yeah, it took some time,
fantastic.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
But you can also just take a picture and embed it in there.
You
right?
could.
Yeah.
You could.
I bet you that's popular.
It is, but I enjoy doing the more.
I was going to say, don't you take a picture and post it?
Yeah.
All your fun
Oh, yeah.
art.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
What's the craziest
Awesome.
thing you think you've done?
Oh. I mean, the sunflower is probably the most intricate.
Yeah.
I did have there was a girl that I know that's a hygienist that she was like, whatever you want to do, like free reign.
Free reign.
I was like, okay. And so I did her upper retainer. I did like the pastel colors. I did like this tie-dye rainbow background. And because she was a hygienist, she loved like the tooth fairy kind of stuff. So I printed like a tooth fairy logo looking thing and put it in there, and then did clear on top and
Oh, I
sealed
bet that
it.
was
So
awesome.
It was fun.
She loved it, didn't
Yeah.
she?
I
Like-
can see how you would
Yeah.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like, look at this stuff. Like, this is the
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of
All right,
stuff
we're on
you
a
could.
podcast, but
cool.
she's showing us. Oh, it's like an aquarium.
Yeah. And that's just like
It's gorgeous.
an idea that
Yeah.
you could do.
That's
You know?
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
fantastic.
can't
How long
really.
would it take you to do something like
Me,
that?
long time.
Well,
Tiffany.
yeah.
It takes some time, and you do have to work kind of fast. Thankfully, like if you're using Priscilla's acrylic, you've got good working time. Because with acrylics, you have to get them in a pressure part pretty quick. Otherwise, the porosity is a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
And so with hers, you have some good working time. Like she actually lets hers set up out on a table, and there's no bubbles.
How did you
Interesting.
find her? Did you meet her at this show?
Yes, but I met her before the first conference I ever came to, which was about 10 years ago, because I started the lab in 2016. And I think I heard about her through Cade's videos. I had found Cade's videos on
there you
YouTube,
go.
and he
Yeah.
talked about JBC,
Yeah.
and she's in Texas, and so let's support the Texas businesses. And, it's same, like,
Heck
next day
yeah.
shipping. And
Yep.
so I found her through that, met her at a conference that year. And she's got this little acrylic starter kit. So it's like all these little bottles of every color. And
You fell in love.
I did. And so my parents loaned me the money to buy the kit so I could get that and get that started. And I paid them back eventually. But yeah.
Last week.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, it still counts.
Yeah, I'm still paying them off,
Yeah.
Send
Send them 20 cents a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's how I came across
Awesome.
her stuff.
That's
And
amazing.
she's a pillar in our industry. She's
Yeah.
full of knowledge. She owned her own
I want
lab.
to talk to her.
You
Yeah.
should. She's
I'd love
really
to talk
cool.
to her.
Yeah, everyone has only good things to say about. I feel like everyone only uses her. I feel like
For the
she.
most part. And a
Yeah.
lot of people, once they switch to her acrylics, they don't
They
go
don't
back.
look back. Yep.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. So
Well, good
Awesome.
luck today.
thanks.
Great to meet you. Good luck
Yes.
as well. on
I'll be
your,
back. I'll be
on
back.
your career.
I'll be
Yeah.
back on the podcast next year.
All
hopefully
right.
here.
When you're
We'll get a little
president
update.
of ORD, what is
Yeah.
it?
ORG.
ORG, you can come back, talk
Right?
about the lab you own.
Yes, I hope.
We would love that.
Yes.
Good luck to you.
Yes, thank you.
Great to be
so
a
much.
mentor.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Right.
Yes,
Enjoy.
we'll be
Bye.
back with an update next year. So.
All right.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Look forward to it.
You're not recording this, right?
No, he's taking this part
Oh,
out.
yeah, of course.
25 seconds. Gone.
It's going to be an easy fix. Well, here we are, second day of the DLAT DLAT with Marlin Gohn. Welcome back, sir.
Well, thank you.
I went and grabbed him, and I said, you will come
How's life
over
at
here."
Oregon?
Yeah.
Busy.
Busy? Good.
Busy.
Yeah.
We the big thing is we're coming out with the new GT, gradient translucency is what it stands
Yay, more
for. Barb got
zirconia.
that yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it's different.
All right.
Not only is it blended different, instead of like all zirconia are layers and
Sure.
they're straight lines.
Right.
This is blended.
Okay.
So
How is it blended?
we've got this new machine that does it. And if you go to argent.com,
You can
we've got a
actually watch
video
it.
on that shows how it's blended in there. So you don't get those straight lines. I mean, that's one of the things when any of the multi-layered, you'll see lines if you look close at it. These have no lines.
Well, you
Interesting.
put a light. He took his phone and he put a light under this beautiful bridge, and there were no lines.
No.
And there was translucency. You
A lot
could
of
see
It's-
translucency.
Well, that's the thing. Any zirconia on the market, ours included, all incisals are white.
Mm-hmm.
You might paint on a little blue shading liquid that
Which
gives
we
it the
all do.
illusion. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Everyone.
Right. It gives it a little illusion of translucency. This is the only one on the market now that has a true translucent incisal. So it's put it up to the shade guide and it matches the shade guide.
How the hell do you find a machine that creates this?
Or did you make
I
the
mean,
machine?
you are Argon, so did you guys make it, or
No, they
like
I'm not really sure. I think
Yeah.
they bought it in Germany.
Germany's where it's at?
Yeah, I think they were over at IDS and something. They had an idea, then
Yeah.
met with the company and have it. I'm not 100%
So
sure.
are
of
you guys
that.
manufacturing it in California,
Yeah.
or is it
all
really?
our zirconia is manufactured there. Every bit of it. We've got you've been there, the Marlin one, and we've got Oberlin. Oberlin, we produce all the metal, our implants, and our zirconia disc.
Mm-hmm.
That was our original building. Then we got Marlin, which is production. So the SLM, the metal, and we milled the crowns there.
Are those names are those towns that you mentioned?
Those are streets
Streets, okay.
in San Diego.
How close are the two buildings?
About 4 miles.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So did you guys launch this zirconia in Chicago?
we showed it in Chicago. They have about 10 shades ready now. I think they're going to release that in certain sizes. You know, it's not like I just got back from China, and
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
regulatory is completely different.
Stronger?
Here,
What was that look?
That was an eye roll.
Super strong.
And
I
a
don't know.
sigh.
yeah, no, it's a little bit more relaxed over there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought the
I would
other.
have thought it the other
No.
as well.
Anything that you send in there, oh yeah, they want to know how it's made and everything about it.
But once it's there,
Yeah, they're making it there. It's not quite it.
don't they have
Like-
an FDA sort of thing in China?
Yeah,
they don't care.
A little bit. I mean, I was in one lab that used 70 platforms of implants.
70?
That's what they milled. 70 different platforms.
I didn't even realize there were 7.
You did.
Now I
Neither
do.
did I. And I asked them. I said, "How many platforms do you?" And they said 70. They had 10 screw machines and a dozen mills. They
Wow.
moved their own screws tie bases.
Jeez.
You know, you size the tie base, whatever that they.
And the lab manufactured it themselves.
Yeah, they were
just
doing
for themselves.
I've heard the labs are
Wow.
amazing, honestly.
200 to
I hate be
300
positive
bars
about
a
it,
day.
but yeah.
They mill, and over 1,000 implants,
Wow.
all domestic.
So all staying there is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of people in China,
Well, yeah.
so they need to take care
Everybody
of
thinks about the
themselves,
work
too.
coming over here, but
Yeah.
they got to do their own work.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the digital, they still had 360 employees.
Jeez.
Their denture department was the size of this room.
And that's just one lab you visited.
That's just one.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
are they doing printed dentures, milled dentures, or is
They're
this
doing everything.
analog?
Both.
Wow.
Both. A lot of analog.
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Because it's you know, it's the thing. You want to make it look natural, so rotating a tooth, doing whatever. But yeah, they were printing a lot of dentures. You know, a lot of transition dentures. They, you know, one color. Here it is. It was like,
Interesting.
yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've been there. Since I got back a little over a week, 10 days before they shut the country down for COVID.
And the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's the last time I was there.
Wow.
Were you the one that brought it over here?
I certainly hope not, because it was 2.5 years before I ever caught it.
Same here. Yeah.
That you know of.
Yeah, that's right.
Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah, that's right.
So what is, you go over to China for Argon?
Oh, sure.
To do what?
Put on programs. It's I was at the University Hospital in Guangzhou that alone had 60 dentists for the presentation, along with, you know, another 60, 70
So what do you
labs. Just go over basically almost the same thing we go here. They have, listen, it doesn't matter where you go in the world, they all have the same issues. They're not making up new issues.
Yeah.
You know.
You think your lab is unique?
Well, you
it's
had
not.
a really great point yesterday when we were talking, and you were in a lecture, and you asked if anybody had teeth that fell out, crowns that fell out.
Crowns fell out.
And just what they don't know, that they don't know what they don't know.
That's right.
I mean,
no, I brought that up.
Talk about that.
60 dentists in the room and said, how many of you have crowns pop out? Should have seen the hands fly out.
Yeah.
You know, to go, would you like to know why? Oh, the heads start nodding. Yeah, I want to know. So I went over, you know, do you try them in? Yeah.
I would hope so.
Make your adjustments? Yeah. All right. Now, what do you do from there? Do you just cement them? And they're going, yeah. I said, do you use a saline solution to clean them? And it's that
what?
That look on
Deer
their
in the
face.
headlight.
Yeah.
Holy sh!
I thought it came from the lab clean.
Yeah, the mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So, but then you go over it, and it's like, you know, what cements you're using. Are you using a primer, a bonder?
Yeah.
They
No
just
idea.
don't know it. And I mean, you know, I spent 15 minutes going over different cements and bonders and
Interesting.
stuff. It was,
And they
So
wonder
it's not
why
like-
they're popping out.
It's not like you're there talking about Argon.
well, I talked about our products and stuff.
Is
you know,
your
they
product-
buy it over there.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah. They, you know, not only
Interesting.
They buy it everywhere.
They buy high-end
Worldwide.
stuff because some of the, you know, the clientele wants a better zirconia. Now, the Chinese zirconia has come a long way since it came out.
Sure.
I mean, you can look at it and see that. But, you know, the Argon name carries a lot of weight. And so it comes out and show them the difference. It's like the GT, I showed that, and
Blew them away.
oh, they just wanted it, you know, they wanted it right then, you know. It was like, hey, we got a dealer, you know.
Yeah.
Here's who you talk to.
Yep.
So that's where it goes.
So Argon doesn't sell direct over there; it goes through a dealer.
We have
A division.
well, we got it. No, we've got a representative over there. She actually lives in China and Taiwan. So
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
Very nice.
So
So
back to the. Go ahead.
when you're speaking, is someone translating?
Oh
you?
yes, yeah. And all the programs I do,
Oh,
I have
that's
to give
rad.
it to them early
So they can translate it.
translate it. And they'll have one that what I'm doing, and you know, and some of them understand
Sure,
English.
sure,
you
yeah.
know.
But that must make, what, an hour-long presentation, 2 hours?
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
It goes over,
Does it throw off your rhythm at all or anything?
No, it's kind of, at one time, probably about 10, 12 years ago, I did a program, South China Dental Show, and I had 2 translators, one in Cantonese and one in Mandarin.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Because there's, dozens of different dialects over there, so, mix of this and that. But, so I had 2 translators. I would say something, had a slide, and I'd stand there and look at it. Well, that went on okay for a little bit, and then they started arguing between themselves.
Oh, no, you're kidding me.
No, it was funny as this.
Well, what about?
Well,
No, that's not how you
that's
say it.
Exactly.
You say it this
That's
way.
exactly. And I had another guy that had a lab over there that I knew. He was way up in northern China that was sitting in the front, and he's sitting there. He's going, neither one of them.
Right.
And I went, all right. So that hour-and-a-half program took about 3 hours.
Oh, jeez. That's crazy, though.
Oh, yeah. No, it was different, You may think it's a little different, but they want to learn.
Yeah.
And that's just
And
it.
everybody should be able to learn,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different. So, but with our new zirconia showing it over there.
Back to that, I want to know the strength and the specs and
It's 1250.
centering times
Centering
and-
time has not changed. Okay. The strength is 1250 cervical down. The blend is between 1,000 and 1,100. Then Seisel's 850.
which is still well above
So
what
it's
it needs
4
to be.
and it's a 4Y and 5Y.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a good blend, and it's you saw that bridge. That bridge is just
Look beautiful.
all it had on there was just plain glazed liquid.
So are you placing it to be more of like an anterior high aesthetic or a hybrid?
You can do
or is it
anything
just-
with
That was a
it.
full arch.
Or that was a full arch you had
That's full
yesterday
arch.
for sure.
You can do singles with it. Now that was the thing. We did this study, and what's the main disc that you buy in your lab? Do you know? What size?
What size?
I don't know.
15 to 18?
We found that
12.
you can do at least 70% of your work with a 12 millimeter disc. Figure posterior crowns.
Yeah.
The majority of what you do.
It's the full arches that you have the angle and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Full arches, you're up into 20, 25,
Yeah.
30 millimeter. But you can buy 12 millimeter disc and do literally 70% of your work. And then it jumps up to like your 16 millimeter
Well,
disc.
when you say that, what's your point? Is that you only need one disc for
Well,
70% of what you're doing, or
My point
we
is
buy the wrong size?
you buy the wrong size is what people do, and they'll complain about the translucency, the color that they're getting. They got a 10 or 12 millimeter crown, and they're milling it out of 20 millimeter disc.
So
And
all
so
your
all of
trim-
the
it's
shadings.
in the wrong place. Yeah.
That makes a lot of
Exactly.
sense.
So it's like, you take
Still your fault,
take
though.
should have sold you more, right? So if you got a 12 millimeter crown, you got a 16 millimeter disc. Depending if you
Put it too much
nest
translucent.
it
or- yeah,
low, you're going to have very little translucency. Nested high, you're going to have too much translucency.
Probably most labs don't know that. Or
Well,
do you think they know that? That's very
No,
fascinating.
the majority
point.
of labs. Now, here's the thing: the majority of labs, they'll nest them right in the center, thinking they'll split the difference. Well, you're splitting the difference, but see, when you got let's say that you've got a 12 millimeter disc, and you got 6 layers. That says all layers are 2 millimeters. All right. So now 2 millimeters. Now you got a 20 millimeter disc. So you got 6 layers.
They're wider.
They're wider. So no matter what you're going to do, it's not going to be right.
Interesting.
So nesting has a lot to do with it. And on top of that, you look at, you're wearing out your burrs. It takes more time.
Because you got to get rid of more
You've got
material.
to get rid of all the stuff you're not using.
Yeah.
So the time you get done milling, you know, you've overworked your machines, you've overworked the burrs, and you paid for something you're not using.
So crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
But AI nesting is going to take care of all this, right?
well, it's still not going to make your disc the right size. It will nest it correctly.
Yeah.
But
Correctly
would be
with
the right
close.
size disc.
Interesting.
So that was
So how the hell do you teach that, or do you teach that?
just
Some
what
of
we're
these
doing right
young
now. You just talk about it.
technicians that are using the mills that don't know which size to choose.
Yeah, a lot of people, they figure that they worry about the anterior. It's only a posterior crown. Well, posterior crowns are just as important as your anterior crowns. Maybe, you know, that a lot of labs will use just a pre-shaded.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even bother with multi-layered. They just
No.
use a pre-shaded. It's a posterior, you know. But, well, how many times you see people smile and they've got, you know, amalgam fillings
Oh, yeah.
or
see
a
it.
crown in there that doesn't match? It may not mean anything at the moment, but you see the difference.
Yeah.
The ones that are concerned with aesthetics, they do care.
And why wouldn't you just take a little extra time to make it that much better? I mean,
It's not only it's extra time, it saves you money by using the right size disc.
so is it a good general rule that if the length of the tooth you're doing, you just want to get it in the closest to that size?
The closest, you know, within 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
So if you got a 10 millimeter crown, mill it out of a 12.
12.
You're still okay. All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if you got a 10 millimeter and you're milling it out of 20,
You're wasting.
yes.
And it's the wrong shade from the get-go.
Yeah, it will not really match. So
Interesting.
Damn, am I going to take some information
Yeah,
back
this is
to
good
work
stuff.
Monday?
No one's ever mentioned
Seriously.
yeah, well, I just made it up.
What you need to do is you need to take a trip back to Night Dental.
There we go. That'll work for me.
Yeah.
I'll go fishing with your son.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
we
we're
got-
using all the argon in our high-end division, and that
Yeah.
would be really good for my
Well, we can
nester
come
to
in-
know.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, I think the last
Financially as
time
well.
I was in there, I went ahead and calibrated all the ovens and
Yeah. We've
There's a-
got our
there's a-
together
there's
now,
a ton
man.
of ovens.
We are
Oh, yeah.
calibrating. We're
Yeah.
we're doing really well in that area.
Oh, good.
For sure.
yeah, I purged them and calibrated.
Yep.
I only brought 2 boxes of calibration and didn't
needed
realize
more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
we've-
10 ovens. And
Yeah.
I'm using two to three trays in
We're
every one of
large.
them.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so, but yeah, so I think this zirconia is one of the better things we've come out with. I mean, I still think our milled gold crowns have been the biggest thing.
Nailing it.
Oh,
People still do a lot of milled gold crowns.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
What
there
about-
any regions in the U.S. that do more than others? It just sounds odd. I haven't seen a gold crown.
We do
in 20
quite a
years.
bit in Indiana
Really?
area.
Sure.
It's because
We do
y'all
work
don't
with the
have no
VA,
teeth.
and they do a ton of full cast posterior implant crowns. It
Yep.
blows. I don't know why, but it's just like they want to
Wow.
one and done it and never see the person again.
That's right.
Huh.
Yeah.
And
No.
they're huge.
Yeah. No, I mean, I always say with the gold crowns, if it takes you more than 5 minutes to finish it, we need to do some setting adjustments because it comes, rubber wheel polish, you're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through anatomy because it's milled.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
But you're still SLM-ing, is that right? SLM
Yes.
yeah, we're still doing a lot of this.
for PFMs, right?
A ton of them. I
Really?
would not. I tell people.
Again, I'm
they
shaking
might
my
you,
head.
You like it, that's fine. I would not do a metal lingual or a metal occlusal in SLM.
Why?
They're built upside down, and so it's rough when they break off the nesting supports. They've got hundreds of nesting supports on these
Yeah.
little things. So you got to finish that down. Well, when you finish down, you're out of occlusion.
Makes
But
a really good point.
Do people do that though?
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I haven't seen a metal rest or a metal occlusion
Wow.
in years.
Oh, no. We see them all the time.
Do you think Oregon does every PFM in this country? Because
No,
I don't know
we
where
do.
else you go with them, and who's casting anymore?
China.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
not many go to overseas for it because of all the tariffs and everything they've got now. So that's a lot of stuff to come back here.
I don't think I've talked to many labs that just don't send those off to Oregon to do
We don't even do PFMs.
at all. What if somebody asks?
Very little.
You go, no, go away. Yeah.
No,
I don't touch that stuff
Switch it
anymore.
over
Yeah.
to zirconia.
I know our lab sends all of them, and like I said, we do a fair amount. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's still a lot of PFM. You know, it's the thing. I mean, with PFM, I mean, I've told everybody this before. With zirconia, if you see a spark, you have a crack.
Yeah,
just-
for sure.
That's all
Eventually.
it is. You know, yeah, and they keep growing.
Yeah.
PFM is a little bit more forgivable.
Forgiving, yeah.
And what happens is doctors will end up having it that they've had to cut one off.
A zirconia?
Zirconia.
Yeah, they
That's
never
no
want to do it
fun.
again.
They
That's no
never
fun.
want to touch it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
I
You
have
know?
this theory that in like 20, 30 years, when we're all replacing these things, everyone's going to be pissed. I wish we never did this.
Funny story is I had a cantilever bridge.
Yeah.
And I had the root split, so I had get it taken out. And the dentist across the street told the assistant, "Get me a couple packs of burrs."
Yeah.
And I went, "Wait, hold it, I'll be right back." Ran across the street. I grabbed some ultra thins, put them on mandrel, and I come back. I said, "No, use these." He says, "What?" I said, "Trust me, use these, and just little cuts." And he says, "Okay, cut it." And he goes, "Thing was, 4 millimeter connector was cut quick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They don't spark and they cut quick. You just no wobble, otherwise they fly apart."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Why haven't they told us about that?" I said, "Because they're not lab techs."
Yeah.
So true. Touche, man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
it.
we
Quit
know
talking
it
to your
all.
I
burr
cut
company.
mine off, and it was nothing.
Wow.
And,
Interesting.
You made his life easier
Oh yeah, yeah.
forever. I'll
Yeah.
guarantee you he doesn't go back.
No, that's just it. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that was the thing. It's certain little things that been around for years still work on zirconia, and those ultra thins don't spark.
Interesting.
So you can put 3 or 4 of those together and use them to grind.
Interesting.
There's no sparking.
Love it. See how much we've learned?
Yeah.
That's my point.
What else you got? What else is Oregon doing? You guys started doing bars, right?
Oh, we do all kinds of bars.
Yeah.
And anything from thimble bars to, hater to Dalbo.
Oh.
Maybe we should ask what you don't do. What doesn't
I
Oregon
don't
do?
think anything.
No, we print and mill dentures.
You're doing
so
dentures,
You
I
do,
know
you
that.
do frameworks, right?
We do partial frameworks. We
Those
got
are
automatic,
printed?
SLM.
Yeah.
And
okay.
we've got automatic polishers for it.
Sure.
It's everything's.
Do you have like an army of people that fix your mills if they go
Oh yeah,
out?
no.
Gotta
we,
have.
We,
I mean, you've got to have a lot
Full-time.
of equipment, man.
Handyman.
We've got 2 different ones, and one at Overland, one in
Dang.
Miralani. I mean, that's
Just keeping things.
just keeping
up and
things going. They
running
keep the
and-
buildings and everything.
Yeah.
Something needs done.
I bet you.
They take care of it. Oh yeah. No, that's we got engineers and everything else. So
Yeah.
it's a big company. That,
Yeah.
And you think more you grow, more you need.
Yeah.
So, and every time you come out with something, you got to have somebody that supports that.
Yeah.
And Anton's still doing good. Family's
Oh,
doing good.
real
Still
good.
family owned. I love that. I really
Yeah.
think that's important. So
No, it's
cool.
And
doing
still
fine.
only selling to labs.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
Smart.
It is. I mean, and it's a little tough right now because there's a lot of dentists
That have a lab.
in-house labs.
Yeah, but that's cool, man. It's as
Yeah.
long as you're employing a technician, I'm for it.
It's
It is a great
and
job.
We have a thing. It has to be independent. I mean, it has to have its own entity.
LLC and everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
So-
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
so
good for you guys.
no, that's
Keep kicking ass.
yeah. They just how they made the business.
Yeah.
It's
I think
working
it's-
with labs.
Says a lot that it's still true to
Yeah,
this day.
for
'cause
sure.
So
It really
many
is.
others don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome. Marlin, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
You're
Always
welcome.
good to see you.
Send me
Always-
some zirconia and plan a visit because I'd like to check it out.
All right, we'll talk to Nicole and
All right.
we'll get
Get it
down
going.
there.
Well, you'll be at FDLA, right?
I don't know if I'm going this
Oh, I was
year.
going to say you could just swing by.
Yeah, we'll see. That's that's like most shows. This one's still doing pretty good, but
The
most
show's doing
shows
great.
have
Yeah.
really slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. Used to be you got show specials, and you got all your credits when you came to the show. Now you can show specials, get online,
Yeah.
talk to your sales rep.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the way it used to be. So.
Yeah.
FDLA's doing really good. It's
Yeah.
always one of the shows I enjoyed, but I think they're going to have the 2 sales reps there this year.
All right. Oh, cool.
And
All right.
so,
Well, then we
Then
won't
we'll
see
do
you
it
then.
another month.
well, we'll do it another one. I think, tarpon season starts somewhere around May, June.
Is that
Yeah.
a fish?
There you go. When I get back from Mallorca, we're doing it.
There we
So,
go.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Marlin.
you.
Appreciate
Have a
you.
good one.
Yep.
And a huge thanks to Tiffany, Sydney, and Marlin for sitting down with us at the DLAT show. We don't talk to a ton of ortho technicians, that's for sure, but we've got mad respect for what you guys do, and we hope for the best for the ORG and what it can do to make the industry better. It's always great to catch up with Marlin and see what Argon is up to, as they always seem to be working on the next best thing, or the new best thing, I should say. And of course, thanks again, guys, to the board at the DLAT. We cannot wait to come back. We've already been invited back. Thank you very much. Next year, April 1st through the 3rd, in an even bigger hotel. So we'll launch that soon.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
All right, everybody. That's all we got for you, and we will talk to you next week.
Happy Memorial Day, and thank the people that have made us free, I should say.
Screw that.
And grill some chicken. All right.
Real
See ya.
Bye.
I'm just chilling. We're watching Survivor 50, and then we're going to relax.
Who the still watches Survive? Oh, yeah, old people. The views and opinions expressed on the Voices from the Bench podcast are those of the guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the host or Voices from the Bench, LLC.